Alright, so here we are again, playing Yorion, because why not? Card is super freaking strong. I almost considered having a few in the main, but I decided that we don't have a ton of blink action this particular list, so we're just going to run with the one copy from the board. Obviously we have Omen of the Sea, as we always do. That's just a card that seems to always go with Yorion. Got a Risen Reef here, which is another thing we can trigger with it. This card, I'm not exactly sure if this is a card I should have in the deck or not. I've only got this and Cavalier of Thorns as the other elementals to trigger the deck. There's not going to be a lot of that action, but I basically wanted like another 3-mana play that can potentially get us up on lands in conjunction with Uro. We don't quite have Cultivate yet. That'll be coming next week, I guess. So this is going to have to do for the time being. I suppose I could put some sort of interaction spell in this place, but having Risen Reef in your deck and being able to like quasi-duplicate it a couple times just gives you like an insane amount of card advantage and or potential mana ramp. So we're going to give it a shot and see what happens here. But like I said in the title of this video and the live announcement, we're basically just going to be playing a Turbo Dream Trawler list. And what I mean by turbo is that we're just focusing on getting Dream Trawler out as fast as possible. So we've got the ramp package like I talked about, Grow Spiral, Uro, Risen Reef, and to a lesser extent Cavalier of Thorns. We're also going to be trying out this card, Migration Path. This is basically explosive vegetation with cycling, which is nice, because you really don't need this effect more than about once per game, and if we don't happen to see it on turn 3, 5, or 6 or something like that, it's pretty likely that we're just going to end up cycling this if necessary. Pretty sweet thing to be able to play at instant speed with Teferi, like play this on turn 3, play 4th land on turn 4, take this up, and then like surprise them with Migration Path, and then like into Dream Trawler, so they can just, they don't see it coming, essentially. Probably only get to pull that off one time per player, but it is on the table. Cavalier Thorns basically just acting as like another big thing that we can ramp into, helps us ramp a little bit further, and then gives us some good value. This thing holds the ground really well, and the air consequently, because it has reach. But it also gives us a way to grow back our Dream Trawlers or Teferis or whatever else might be going on. If we want to get back a Dovin's Veto for some reason, when this dies, we can do that. Along those lines, we also have a couple of Tamios here to assist in that regard, or it can dig us towards the cards that we need, whether that be, maybe a Dovin's Veto to protect the lead, or if we're digging for a Dream Trawler, we can find that. We get a little bit of value by having quasi-duplicate in our deck that we can put the bin off Tamio +1. The only other card that we haven't really touched on is Hydroid Krasis. This card is not exactly what I want to be doing at the moment, but it's just another thing that we can ramp into. It's a good mana sink. If we are flooding out, this will get us back into the game more often than not. Doesn't combo with quasi-duplicate particularly well, but whatever. You can't have everything all the time. Mana base, pretty straightforward, playing 4x of each duel available to us, 4x Fabled Passage, and a decent amount of basics, not a whole lot. Our mana requirements are kind of stringent, so I don't want to be too screwed if we happen to draw, like 3 basics in our opening 7. I want to be able to kind of function off that in most regards. We got a lot of redundancy there, Omen of the Sea, we only need a blue, and that can help set us up. Risen Reef and Growth Spiral if we have green mana, or if we have a white source, we can get to bury down and roll in, and it should be fine. I don't anticipate a lot of problems with that. Just a pair of Triomes here, another couple dual lands to assist in our mana development, but also a couple things to do. We have a shitload of mana, and we just rip a land off the top. We just cycle it away and hopefully do something better. I should preface all of this by saying that this is a deck that I basically threw together last night, so I don't know how well any of this is going to work. It's just kind of a thought that I had. sideboard real fast. I don't want to talk too much longer. We've got Grafdigger's Cage for the Cat Oven style matchups, because those are going to give us some headaches. I just want to have something in here that we can hit that just ices that particular game plan. We're going to bring that in alongside Shatter the Sky, try and kind of clean up the board. And I mean, we've got some big donks to stick in the way, so hopefully we can overcome that matchup relatively well. This card really helps beat that matchup into the ground. A full set of Ether Gust, basically because I'm a little concerned about mono red with this list. I mean, we do have like incidental sources of life gain in a lot of our payoff cards, but getting to that point is going to be the hard part. So bringing this in, that deck's been a little bit more prevalent lately. This also hedges against, I've been seeing some mono green running around, giant growth of all things, so this will give us some protection against kind of all the bullshit decks that are trying to beat us down outside of things like mono white or, you know, Rakdos Sacrifice or things of that nature. So this card I think is going to be pretty key in those matchups. And just to supplement our set of Dovin's Vetoes in the main, bringing in 3 Dispute. I'm not bringing in a full set because we're more of a tap-out deck than anything. And I really only have these Dovin's Vetoes in here to protect us from like really stupid crap. Like Wrath of God just absolutely destroys us, or in this case, Shatter the Sky. So I just want to make sure that we prevent stuff like that from happening, or like an early Nissa, if people are playing that, you know, just as kind of a stopgap. This is an 80 card deck, so I don't imagine we're going to see a whole lot of Dovins in most of our draws, but it's nice to have access to it in the later stages of the game. And the math works out a little bit differently when you're playing an 80 card deck, so I feel 4 copies is fine. Lastly, Shatter the Sky ×3 for all the beatdown decks, mid-range, green, creature-based decks, just obliterate those. And these Tulsa Mirrors in here are more of a card I want for mono red than anything else, but against just general beatdown decks, it might be nice to have 5 mana, 2 3/3 bodies that gains a little bit of life and perhaps can pick off a creature while keeping the token around. So that's what we're going to be running today, and I have already talked way too long. It's been about a solid 7 or 8 minutes of talking, so let's get into some games and see what goes down with this deck. All else fails, we can always pop over to old reliable Jeskai Luka. We get some tunes rolling, and let's have some fun. That's an easy mulligan. This is a keep, just slightly awkward. I think I'm going to ship one of these Temples of Enlightenment. Now we have perfect mana, although it's all very slow. Okay. There's Tapland is not exactly what I was hoping to draw here. We're going to keep Growth Spiral because we're going to need to... We're not going to have a play until turn 3 unless we keep that. We're going to need to really pop off on that turn. Keeping Cavalier because it's a thing that we can ramp into that can hopefully hold off this stuff. This is what I'm talking about, mono green. There's probably giant growths over there. Alright, so we're taking 9 next turn. Alright, so we can Temple, Growth Spiral, EOT into Cavalier, I think is probably what we're going to have to do here. It's conceivable we die here if he has double giant growth, but if he does, great. I think we can clean this up in sideboards pretty well, so I'm not too worried if we lose this game. Let's see, even Cavalier Thorns means we're dead, so we need to find, like... I think we might just be dead, but we'll play it out. Might as well. That ain't it. Alright, so how do we live here? If we play Cavalier of Thorns, we just die. Because he can attack. Well, no, that's not true. Unless he has Giant Growth, then we can live. Let's see, so we play that, we'll go to 1. Thankfully, Fable Passage does not require us to pay life. Like that, I could have played Island there, but don't really care. Now, potentially, if we live through this turn, I guess we just take Triome here, right? There's no reason not to. Like, throw our opponent off. So if we live through this turn, the next turn we should be able to play both halves of Uro. That'll get us back up out of range. We'll have 2 big bodies. And if he attacks everything here and doesn't have the kill, he's going to have to lose like a Lovestruck Beast. So having 2 fat bodies on the field and then next turn Dream Trawler is probably going to lock it up. So this is the pivotal turn. Giant Growth. No. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now we play Uro, right? Blue, green, green. Uro. Let's see, green, green. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Alright, so let's get rid of all the garbage, because we do have Tamiyo in this deck, so we do need to pay attention to what we're exiling with Uro. It's possible Omen would have been better than Risen Reap, but meh. Alright, so now we've got some fat on the field, and if we get to untap and slam a Dream Trawler, I don't think we can lose this game. I'm going to hang on to this migration path to toss the Dream Trawler just on the off chance that we have to use it. We have a fight. Even a fight doesn't win the game here. Sure. Yep. So that's the card they want to use Giant Growth on. But obviously at this point in the game, a little bit of a moot point. Okay, so that means we're going to have to block that with Cavalier. Alright, so I think this turn we just Dream Trawler, put Yorion into our hand, and then see what happens. Alright, so if we play... Like, the other thing we could do... Well, no, because I have to have that in my hand. I'm still thinking about old companion rules. I was going to say we could Cavalier try to hit a land for Yorion, but that's pretty greedy, so let's just do this. No combat. So Cavalier's going to have to jump in front of Stonecoil Serpent this turn if he attacks, and that means Uro needs to be in front of probably Lovestruck Beast, and then Dream Trawler in front of Archive Troll. It's hexproof. Okay, I don't care about that. think we're in good shape, although this Stone Coil Serpent can just brick this Dream Trawler forever, which is kind of annoying. But maybe he'll do something like blow 2 giant growths on it to eat it in combat, and then I can just slam another Dream Trawler and laugh. Okay. Yep. Alright, so do I have to throw away Cavalier here? That's what I need to figure out. This is 6, 8, 9, 10. I can go to 10. That's not good enough, so I have to block both of the 5/5s as well, I think. Let's see, so that obviously has to go there. What do we get back? We get back a Risen Reef. If I block like this, how does that work? So this is 10 damage, but I'm gaining 3. Alright, well, let's see what happens. I think I am going to take Risen Reef only because that'll allow us to cast 2 bodies next turn. I think. Yeah. We'll go ahead and take it. Alright, cool. Alright, so we have 8 mana, so we can Cavalier and Risen Reef. But I think I want to attack Dream Trawler first. Because that gains us more life than going on the block. Let's see, so I can block here on that, Cavalier on that. I think this is okay. Okay, we've got another Uro. Not want. Alright. I think we're okay, but it is going to be a little tight here. And I think that's better than playing a second Dream Trawler. Not sure what he's going to be able to do. Okay, Questing Beast. Okay. Questing Beast just trades for Uro, that's fine. And he's tapped out, so I'm not going to take 1,000,000 damage from anything. So let's just trade here. Eat. Chump. Take 3 to 3. Oh shit, the fucking Pelt Collector has Trample. Fucking... Alright, whatever, man. Alright. Alright, so we're just bringing in Shatters and Gus. We can bring out Risen Reef, Quasi-Duplicate, and let's take out one Tameo, I guess. Or actually, no, let's get these stupid things here. So I can bring in Tulsamir. Maybe I want Reefs over Tameo here. This will give us a good thing to play after Wrath. Yeah, let's give it a shot. I have to go back and watch that game. I can't recall off the top of my head if I could have blocked any differently to save us. And maybe attacking with that Dream Trawler was a little greedy. I should have taken one more turn to lay the foundation of our defenses and then go. Hindsight's 2020. Whatever. Okay, so of course we're gonna play first. His hand is kinda whatever. Be happier if we had. No, I guess this is okay. Just lead with Triome. Alright, so there's Growth Spiral. That's actually pretty good. I think that's worth taking 2 damage for. Prowl Harpooner, huh? I guess you gotta sideboard something. I think, so let's see, this is 5, might be 6 damage next turn. I think I'm just going to play Migration Path to guarantee that we can cast Cavalier next turn. See what happens. This is, maybe not exactly the kind of deck I was expecting to play against when I had this concoction going in my head, but maybe I need to have a 4th Wrath instead of like a Dispute or something. Maybe I'm not supposed to have any disputes, I don't know. I guess we have to tap that to do. I was trying to make sure to leave a blue up, but we have to tap all of our green sources anyway. I think I'm actually going to take the plains here so I can cast Omen of the Sea. Maybe draw us into something. So now, at least, with 2 mana up, he might have to think about like Ether Gust, so he can't like commit too hard with Giant Growth or whatever else. Which is nice. That's the advantage of having 2 mana here, as opposed to a tap land and 1 mana up. Because nobody plays on Summon, even if it is in the format. If he does attack here, we're just jamming everything in front of Harpooner. I don't care. Cool. Okay. We can find like a forest or fabled passage here or something that we can do like Risen Reef into Cavalier. As it is, we can do Risen Reef into Uro. Right. Do I get to cleanly trade or eat? Yeah. Wrath would be pretty nice here. That 5, 6, 7. I guess I can keep Temple and this turn go Uro both sides. And then next turn set up for Risen Reef plus Cavalier. Or I can just do that. Play Shatter the Sky plus Uro. Get back another Cavalier. Yeah, I'm just gonna shove that. Really just want to hit a land more than anything else, to be honest. Okay. Alright, so this turn we need to play Risen Reef. And Uro, I guess. Okay. So, if he has Giant Growth here, he just gets to, like, smack our Uro around, which is fine. But we have plenty of that we can play, or just, like, we can Wrath again if we need to, like, Wrath into Cavalier. Yeah, we can make that happen. Thankfully, Questing Beast is legendary. Oh, okay. Discard 2 mana. It's like Alright, so now we're just going to Wrath. Yes, sir. I'm playing a brew that God damn it, that was not what I wanted to do. Playing a brew that I concocted the other day. And by the other day, I mean yesterday. But I do just want to drop dream trawlers on people's heads. So this mistake might cost us the game here if he has another questing beast. I accidentally hit the Risen Reef when I meant to hit the Shadow of the Sky and didn't have enough mana to play Cavalier. Okay, that's fine. That means he doesn't have questing beasts, and I can live with that. Nice. Would have preferred to have cracked my Fabled Passage ahead of that, but that's alright. Alright, so I think I just want to Wrath 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. If I Wrath, play Cavalier. Do I even need to Wrath here? I could probably not Wrath here. He has 2 cards in hand. I guess I should save that in case he has like a big, whatever the hell it's called, Stone Coil Servant. Just do this. Fight his little token. Cast Uro. And let's just crack both of these. I want to get this Yorion into my hand, I think. Alright, opponent sees the writing on the wall. Alright, so that mistake did not cost us, thankfully. I think on the draw I want the full set of Reefs over Migration Path just because this is cheaper. Yeah. Alright. So, what's up with you, Corey? How was your week? It's pretty good. It's kind of medium in this deck because I don't have too many elementals. Busy with work. Are you still working at the same place? Cool. How long have you been there now? It seems like it's been like 5 or 6 years, something like that. Let's try this. It's not my favorite hand, but we'll keep it. Now it's my favorite hand. Oh, really? Only that long, huh? That was a freaking sick card to see on the top. Got it, man. That was the same place you were working at when you were living downtown. Did you start working there when you moved downtown? Nice. Alright, I think I'm going to passage for an island here. Yeah, or as they were known at the time, Rhapsody. But yes, it's technically these days Rhapsody of Fire. I've been on a big Rhapsody kick for the last week or so. Wow, he has nothing. Okay. I think what I'm going to do, because I don't want him to untap and like Questing Beast and just smack the Stefari free, so I think I'm just going to Migration Path here, play Temple. Yeah, that's fair. Let's see. A White Sword, so we have a Temple Mystery in hand. Alright, I will take that. But yeah, so I've just been on a big Rhapsody kick. I was telling one of the guys at work about it, and so like, I've just been listening to him all week. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's Cavalier first to see if we can find a land for Uro. Pay the 2 life because we go up net 1 life by doing so. Obviously, you all know how math works around here. At least I would hope. Why not? We've got all the mana in the world, we just need to find enough stuff to keep us busy. Plus double Omen with Yorion. It's pretty freaking good value. Yeah, dude. Okay, so he's gonna do the fight thing, that's fine. I think... So he's tapped out, I'm just gonna take Tolsimir. Be able to kill his stupid Prowl Harpooner. Yeah, it's, well, we're playing Explosive Vegetation, and he is not. That's basically the end of it. Alright, so this turn we get to play Uro and play Tolsimir, eat his dummy. Play Uro while we're at it. I don't even care that it's going to eat the wolf token, doesn't matter. Keep his board clear. Especially because we can just flicker this. You know. Got it, man. Alright, well, since he can't kill it in combat, and we can't block it, might as well do this. Yep. Alright, so now all we need to do is, like, find Dream Trawler. And Cavalier works, too. GL bro. Alright, so there's a Dream Trawler, so now if our Cavalier bites it, we just get Dream Trawler. Sex fun. Just ramp and put big guys into play. You got it, man. See what's gonna happen here? I don't even care about that. Our opponent is going to take a beating next turn. It's all Uro food, baby. more cards into my graveyard. He like doesn't want to attack and give me a Dream Trawler. Either that or he's just like roping me because he's like, fuck, can't beat this deck. Either way, I'll take it. Oh. Bye-bye. Session? Yep. Get to rank up. Nice. Alright, some random pack of Theros. Dream Trawler. Alright, so one thing I am going to do, the more that I think about it, I don't think I need the Mystical Disputes. I do want to have the 4th copy of Shatter just because it makes matchups like that so much easier when I don't have to worry about that crap. And to that end, maybe that's not the card we want. We just want to have a couple other, like, negates or something. Because Mystical Dispute you want it early, obviously, so having only 2 copies seems kind of stupid. But being able to basically have 6 negate effects post-board against a control deck seems like a lot better call. So let's keep that. Alright, 1-0 for tonight so far. This is kind of an awkward hand. I guess a Yorion deck. This card is like awful right now. I don't want this in my opener, so I've got basically 2 cards I don't want in the opener. Everything else is alright though. Maybe Uro can draw us into something. We have Fabled Passage. Yeah, let's just see what happens. Let's have some fun. Alright, is this like Esper or is this straight Orzhov? Yeah. Not need another one of those. Alright, whatever. I think any of these cards other than Quasi-Duplicate is a good target. Probably just takes Uro here. That's interesting. What is he, like a Doom Foretold deck? That. Sounds good. Yeah, he is like straight Orzhov. Alright, so this guy is like Orzhov and Disruption. he wants to take Growth Spiral, he can take Growth Spiral. I don't care about that. Okay. This guy's serious. I don't really want to draw another land at this particular moment, so I'm gonna go ahead and crack that. Play Omen. I'll take Cavalier. He knows we've got one Cavalier. I'm gonna hold the island, just because of the Yorians here. I don't want to have to exile this Cavalier, of course. Okay. Alright, so here I'm going to Cavalier because I want to get it out of my hand. Because next turn he's very likely to Yorian. And I don't want him to get value off of the ETB effects from Yarok's Fenlurk or Burglar Rat. That's a great card to have on top. Alright, so got Dream Trawler on lock, unless he has a way to mill me somehow. Big Guru here. Whatever. Welcome back. I smack you. Sure. Look at this card. This is the problem with Black Disruption throughout Magic's history, is you cannot stop the top of the deck. Like, you've got to have another plan. You can't just, like, make me discard everything, you know? Alright, well, that card is never doing anything. I don't even, like, know what I want to bring in. I guess just some, like, other things to play. Little Wraths, just in case the board gets out of control. I don't want counter spells because he's just like mono discard. They're never going to counter anything that matters. And just having like redundancy on your like big payoff cards is good in that kind of matchup. We're already maxed on ramp cards, so like, I mean, not that you would ever have ramp cards in your sideboard, but if I have like access to Cultivate right now, and for some stupid reason it was in my sideboard, I would bring it in right now. Just to have like a thing I can cast early to get us up into this range a little faster. If we ever get Tamio down, that's gonna just like absolutely shut him off if it sticks around. So that'll be good, that's a card to go for. I mean, maybe, he might have Davriel, but I think he's probably just like trying to keep my hand empty, like build up a board with little dorks, flash them with Yorian to like dump my hand so I only get like one card and hope that that's not a big draw or something. I don't know. I'm not gonna say this is a deck I've ever seen before. So he's kind of just brewing on his own as well. He might have Doom Foretold. I could totally see that. How do we feel about this hand? I think against mono discard decks, I don't like discard or mulliganing any more than I have to. This has all of our colors. Has good payoffs if we ever get there. I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, okay. I think I'm just getting rid of that. Alright, I think... Okay, so what happens here? I'm trying to think a couple turns ahead. So if he goes discard effect, back to back, then I want to make sure that I can, like, pitch enough things and be able to still, like, snap off Migration Path into Fairy. So I kind of want to be able to ditch, like, Passage, Path, or Path Forest or something like that. So I think I have to keep this land, as kind of stupid as it seems. I need to hit 4 mana. Need to have discard fodder. Okay, well, now he's going to take probably Teferi. Teferi's like the obvious pick here. Unless he just wants to get Dream Trawler off the table. I think there's arguments for basically any card in my hand. Okay. That makes most sense. I'll accept that. Love for him to pump right here, but obviously he's not going to. Okay. So, playing Hydroid Crassus for X equals 2 is kind of lame. Yeah, but it cuts me off from being able to do anything on turn 3. And it just slows him down. Like, at least now he has a clock, even if it's a super slow clock. I think there's certainly an argument for not taking Teferi right there, but I don't think it's, like, objectively just, like, worse than taking, you know, Migration Path or something. I think playing Hydroid Crassus for X equals 1 here is kind of stupid. I think what I want to do, the problem is you just drew 3 cards. I guess I'm just going to do this. We're going to give ourselves the highest upside for next turn. So if he doesn't double discard us this turn, like targeted discard, then we're going to be able to cast either Dream Trawler or Hydroid Crassus. Okay, I don't care about that. No. Alright, so he puts Yorion into his hand. Alright, so he's going to Yorion next turn, which means he's going to make us discard 2 cards, draw 3. And unless he has Duress, he can't make us discard all 3 cards in our hand, so I think I'm going to... I'm going to play Dream Trawler right now, because I think it's the best card in our hand, and then Hydroid Crassus next turn. So I've got double blue. I'm just going to get a blue, because make sure. I think Dream Trawler is overall better than Hydroid Crassus, so I'm okay with getting it discarded. I actually screwed up when I played the Migration. I should have grabbed, there it is. Alright, well at least... I kind of figured he might be a Doom Foretold deck. I think I'm just going to put Yorion in my hand, say go. I love Doom Foretold decks, for the record, so I can get behind what our opponent's doing here. Although I think this is a little bit too low-powered for what this format tends to be about. Sure. Give me 3 creds, please. No, your Kaya cannot eat Hydroid Crassus. This turn. Alright, so basically Uro is going to stick around in my hand until I can, like, draw Cavalier and get Bolt out play. Oh, he's going to actually get 3 cards out of our hand. Alright, so now, actually, we can discard both of our Uros and maybe... Oh, actually, he's got 2 exiles. Never mind. This is hell. Womp. I guess we could attack Kaya and make him choose between Yorion and Kaya. Okay. I mean, he has another Kaya laying around. I've seen enough here. He's got too much shit right now. So alright, so that being the case, I don't want this. Really want that. Let's just bring these in. If he wants to spend his time like agonizing memory or like or agonizing remorse stealing these, then whatever. We've got so much shit going on here. And I think having 2 Shatters is better than 2 Tulsamirs, so we can clean up like all the shit so we can't Yorion us. Yeah, let's give that a shot. Wonder maybe if it's better to go 3 and 3 on these effects. We'll give that a shot. See what happens. Well, this hand would be good if we had a growth spiral so we could get this Tameo down quickly. As it is... Put a Cavalier back. I think I want that right now. Probably has to take Tameo here. If this is his only discard spell. Yep. Let's see what the Omen digs up. I'm actually okay with both of those. I'll discard this migration path. Okay, so now we can cast Cavalier next turn. Or like Risen Reef, something else. Risen Reef, like Crack Omen, maybe. We need to. I'm kind of under the impression that this isn't going to happen in this game for like any meaningful. Let's cast Risen Reef and sit on Dovin's Veto and see what happens. You might be incentivized to play like a Doom Foretold or something. Or else with Conqueror's Death or something else, we might be able to spike it. To do that, whatever. Blocks. Nice. I think I'm going to hold this temple. I don't see any reason to play it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can Uro plus cast it if we draw it. Of course, now he's gonna have like Elspeth Conquers Death, and I'm gonna be sad. Actually, next turn we can Yorion plus play Yorion if he didn't do that. So what do we just get? We just get to Fairy here, probably. Yeah, fuck it. We'll bounce Omen of the Sea, generate some card advantage. I really don't want that to be in my hand, actually. I guess I could just play it as a 3/3 that draws a card. I I can always bounce it back to my hand. Teferi. Because my issue is if I play Teferi, don't tick it up, and he plays like Elspeth Conquers Death, I don't get any value out of it. And I am a little concerned about that, or if he has like, you know, New Foretold. So let's just take the slightly riskier line. I mean, we can't really afford not to, I don't think. And I think I would rather have a 3/3 in play than be able to cast Omen of the Sea again. Alright. See what happens here. See if we get punished. Okay. Need any of that crap. Just draw a random card. That's kind of what I was afraid of. Alright, well, if we get Remorse or something like that and he takes Hydroid Crisis, then we can at least like set up a Yorion turn or something like that. Only got one card in hand, so maybe we can avoid it. Nice. That's pretty good. Six, seven, eight, nine. I think we have to take one turn to just make a big Hydroid Crisis. Could make it a 6/6 instead of a 7/7. I don't think there's any difference, and we might be able to leave Veto up. Maybe. This is going to be tight. Alright, what we got there? Alright, cool. Got it, man. Just firing that as soon as possible. I don't think we saw... Alright. Nice. I was going to say, I don't think we saw Shatter the Sky in that game, so I was kind of curious how many Wraths he might have had. And like how safe I would be to like play Trawler out there. I probably wouldn't have played it, just to be on the safe side. I think that turn I just eat Teferi, like eat Kaya, eat my Teferi, play another Teferi, get another card deep into my library. Okay. Alright, so I am going to take a very brief break, run to the restroom, refill my drink, and we will continue dropping Dream Trawler and Friends, because it's definitely been a group effort. We'll keep doing that, so be right back. Alright. Let's go. Carpetbagger. I like this guy's name. Another Yorian deck. I think we just have to take our chances with this on the draw. I think we get rid of Tamio for the moment. So I am going to lead on this because I want to grab a Plains. And then next turn shock for Breeding Pool. Be able to counter it to Fairy or something. What are you playing in like traditional? Are you playing like that Jeskai Luca deck that I played last week? Oh, you're playing Red Dead Wins, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult because you don't have like, you know, just a hammer that you can drop on people. No, please. As well, just do that. Whatever. No sense taking additional damage if we don't need to. Okay, so he's a Thought Erasure deck. I don't necessarily want to put a better card in my hand at the moment, so I'm just gonna pick it up. Yeah, mono red with Embercleave. So you're on like a bunch of 1-drops, Annex, that kind of stuff. Yeah, the thing is with that deck, like, you don't get to like shift your role in the matchup. You are just kill my opponent. That's the only like course of action that I have. Just fine. That's how Red Deck Wins like always tends to play. now that he's going to have 5 mana up, I think I just want the card. Yeah, exactly. You're just the ogre guy. Alright. Yeah, that's fair. I wasn't really thinking Shark Typhoon, obviously, but that works too. Look at this guy, just has it all. Alright, well, we're going to try and do Risen Reef quasi-duplicate things this turn. We'll see if that works. These will be a good card. Alright, I don't care about that. Chances this resolves? Pretty good, actually. Alright, well, if he doesn't rip this Dream Trawler out of our hands, maybe we have a shot. Okay. Locks. Let's see, so we can make Dream Trawler and copy it if we really want to. Maybe we're just supposed to do that. I hope he doesn't have like a wrath. This migration path isn't doing anything else, so. Alright, all in. What do you got? Okay. We would like to eat a Risen Reef. That seems like the wrong one to eat. Okay. See, I would like to find the Fairy. Fairy would be good here, I would say. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Alright. That works too, I guess. Alright, so he's gonna eat one, presumably. That's fine. He's double blocking there, but alright. Oh, I guess by him taking that one, he gets to, with the Glass Casting, he shuts me off of Yorion. It's whatever. Do we just set up to kill him next turn? Yeah, he's got Yorion in hand. He's not gonna die, but makes it so he like basically has to play Yorion or Wrath. Okay, so it's gonna be Yorion this turn. Oh, it actually isn't because he can't cast it. Got him. I wasn't even thinking about that. He played a tap land that turn. Nice. Okay, so is Yorian's on. He's probably gonna have a bunch of wraths, I guess. Let's just bring in a couple counter spells and take out quasi-duplicate. That was like funny, that game. And this might just be like funny overall, and not necessary, but I don't think we're gonna need it. I think as long as we can stick a thing or two and then like counter the big stuff, that's all we really need to do. You might be on additional hand disruption, but whatever. What can you do? You can't play around everything. Makes. If this were a cultivate, I'd be more inclined to keep it, but I don't think we can keep double Ream Trawler in the opener. Alright, that's much better. We're gonna put back the Temple Garden. It'll give us double blue, double white, double green. Alright, so all we're really looking for now is just a payoff. Got enough action to get us into the game. I'm actually going to lead with lanes here to represent Dobin's veto so he doesn't like just slam Barry, you know. I actually have to think about it. I actually like both of these cards. I think. Do I want the Growth Spiral? I've already got Uro. We could do some like funny shenanigans where we like Growth Spiral, put in Breeding Pool Shock, negate a thing if he does it. Yeah. See if we can kind of get goofy here. And Atris. Okay. Guess I can't negate that. I don't really even care about that, but I don't really have much he can veto. If he wants to take that, he can have it. I don't give a shit. Let's see. I kind of want to make sure we can, like, Uro on a meaningful turn. And what I mean by that is like where we can Uro and get it into play all at once. I think what I'm gonna do is I don't care about this Atris like at all. Just take the turn to get as much mana into play as we can possibly manage. Let's do another forest and island. This card seems pretty suspect against me, to be honest. But he might not know that I don't have stuff like, what the hell is it called? Elspeth Conquers Death or whatever. Crack this now, I don't really need more land. Not that pulling one additional land out of the deck is going to matter that much. Hopefully it's like either a basic or a big payoff card. Alright, well, either. Go ahead and shock here. I realize that he can basically counter anything that we might do. Or like, we can protect his cards with Dovin's Veto, but this way he doesn't get to play like Elspeth Conquers Death and back it up with Dovin's Veto. I'm gonna keep, well, I guess I have to keep Teferi. Alright. And I am more than fine trading off both my Risen Reefs for his Atris. If I make him spend his Dovin's Veto on this, what do I have that he can actually veto that I care about? None of my payoff cards. Get Teferi of my own, I guess. Yeah, you can have it. It's fine. I think actually I want to try and get my Yorion on this turn. I'm gonna let one Atris attack go through. One, two, three, 5. Unless he has some other counter spell, he can't fight that fight. Seems like a pretty poor use of Shark Typhoon, but alright. Alright, so this turn, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5. Let's get Yorion into hand. Cast it. Any of this. This is actually pretty good, because now well, I can't do anything actually. This is not too good. It's fine, it's whatever. You have a Thought Erasure or something? Archon of Sun's Grace, okay. Let's see, so if I play Teferi, he just counters it. I can play another Teferi. That's how that's gonna go. Don Vito Corleone. He has to use it, else he doesn't get to use it. No, like the Risen Reef trigger, I think it's better to just do random. Because like if you hit a land, like if you keep a land on top with the scry and then you like, well, I'll explain that a little in a minute. Let me finish this turn here. Basically, because the Risen Reef trigger is a little more valuable, in my opinion, I want it first, and then I can make a better decision on my scry. I'm going to be cycling this into the Triome, so we are just going, well, just Yorion. Might just Yorion here, honestly. Yeah, let's just Yorion here. Otherwise, we just lose our Teferi, the Atris. Okay, so what I was trying to explain here is the Risen Reef trigger is going to happen, like, regardless of what we do with Omen of the Sea. And I feel like Omen, or just scrying in general, is better when you are setting up for your following turn. It's like really the only thing that we don't want here is land, but land just goes into play with Risen Reef. Like, that's not a great hit either, but those are fantastic hits, people. That's my general philosophy. Like, so like generally speaking, I'll do something like play Risen Reef before I play a Temple, right? Because the Risen Reef thing is going to clear the card off the top of my library regardless, and I want to use the Temple to control the next draw. That's, in my opinion, that's a stronger use of your scry, generally speaking. Because if you don't do it that way, then you're kind of like minimizing the impact of the Risen Reef trigger. What the hell was that all about? That the Risen Reef trigger actually held, or holds, rather. Okay, well, I don't know why he scooped right there. I mean, I think we were in a good position. I didn't think it was like a lock or anything. Alright, so, let's see here. Well, real quick, let's go here. Not what I meant to do. I think this is okay. I just kind of like looking at the deck every match or two just to see if I want to change anything. This, I mean, this is more fun than anything. We could certainly cut this for something better. The question is what? If I had access to Solemn Simulacrum or something like that right now, I would certainly have that in over Quasi-Duplicate. Although Quasi-Duplicate plus Solemn Simulacrum seems pretty cool too. We don't really have any ways to remove things from the battlefield outside of Teferi. We're just like trying to muscle people. But maybe Elspeth Conquers Death deserves a couple slots over Quasi-Duplicate. Our curve is kinda high. We've got 8 cards at 5 or more and 6 at 4 or more. Or 12 altogether, I guess. I thought about maybe playing like Green Omen at one point, just to like kind of mimic the effect of Cultivate. But I don't know. Not sure. I think trying to think if maybe we should play like another card drawing spell or something, because we've got a decent amount of payoffs. I don't really want to add a 5-drop deck. Especially because we have, you know, 10 payoff cards as it is. If we had that new Baron, that would be good too. What about, let's try that without an S. Let's dump this crap. Let's go up to, at least uncommon. I don't really care about all the common garbage. Not really anything here that seems that good to me. Oh, actually, that's actually, yeah. Good call. I actually like that a lot. Maybe we can cut, like, this card's been, like, okay, not great. Maybe we can cut, like, one of these for a third. That way we don't open up on too many hands that are, like, lands, growth spiral, migration path, omen of the sea, and just, like, kind of nothing to do. And this gives us, like, a reasonable play to make an instant speed. Kind of makes our vetoes better. Yeah, I can get behind that. That was 80 cards, right? Yeah, let's give it a shot. Modified Turbo Dream Trawler. I think cards like Migration Path are a little bit better when you have access to like 8 2-mana ramp effects. And the way I constructed this deck, I don't want to really play stuff like Paradise Druid or things of that nature. I'm trying to get like maximum lands in play, because I know we're going to get wrath like by the decks that have the ability to do it. I guess a Yorion deck. It's probably alright against Yorion, to be honest. Or the draw. Yeah, whatever. Those Scrylands is kind of balls, though. Okay. Hey, there it is. I wonder if this is a deck that has like Gyruda in it. There's not that many Charming Prince decks running around overall. I would like to draw a growth spiral. That would be clutch. Do I just spend a Teferi bouncing Charming Prince and letting him attack it? I don't even think I care, to be honest. I just need to like find things. It's whatever. This just buys us time. That's all we really need. Uro's a great draw there. So we're not playing Tamiyo next turn, that's for damn sure. If he were smart, he would have bounced this Charming Prince. But that would come in on my end step. It would play around a Wrath. Next turn we're playing Cavalier. The following turn we can like Tameo Omen. I guess we'll keep that. It's kind of unexciting. It's alright though. Oh, next turn we are not playing Cavalier because we don't have triple green. Elspeth. I guess this turn we can just make a shark. I think we have to. We need to get a body into play. I think we're gonna have to make a 4/4. Because, like, if he goes to pump something, we want to be able to eat it, not trade with it. Oh, he's not even going to do that. Now we draw Growth Spiral. These Orzhov decks tonight. This is weird. I don't remember like playing against like, this many Orzhov decks in a long time. Alright, let's do this first. Let's try to find a green source for a Cavalier. Here we go. I'm gonna leave that just in case we have no other hits. I don't mind hitting that on Cavalier. Perfect. Not gonna have time for that. Alright, the next turn we can Uro. Can't play Cavalier as well. We can like Uro, Tameo, something like that. This must be a deck that I'm not aware of. This like Orzhov, Yorian nonsense bullshit. Alright, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can actually Cavalier Uro this turn, potentially. Yeah. Alright, we'll take Temple Garden, whatever. Out of there. Let's get all the stupid stuff out of the bin. I guess we've got enough Teferis here that if we really want to grow one back, we can get one. I don't really care about Elspeth pumping shit, it's whatever. It's fine. I do kind of want to keep his board whittled down. I don't want him to go like super wide and, you know, do whatever. A burglar rat. Let's see, Endowment Veto. See, so next turn we just Tameo to get Dream Trawler. Or not. Planar cleansing. Alright, so he's gonna... Yeah, he's gonna be able to do this on my end step as well, so I don't want any extra cards in my hand. Okay. Let's see, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus 4, 11, so he can't kill me next turn. Blocks with like any of this bullshit, then he doesn't get to like flicker all this stuff. Like I was saying before, I just want to like maximize the amount of stuff that we have in play, keep his board under control. And I think contrary to what I just said, yeah, that was a really good Yorian turn actually. But then we drew Hydra and Crassus, so. And I think contrary to what I said a moment ago, I am just going to slam this for as much as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's get some big fat guy. We'll fill up our hand as much as possible and try to like mitigate the effects of this bullshit. So we're going to keep both of these lands. New Orion's going to come back. We need to get the 2 lands out of our hand. See, the problem is we don't have a way to stop this bullshit. The Charming Prince of Yorian. Alright. Also bend the scroll spiral if we end up needing to. Like neck and neck on time. I don't care about that. Let's see. So what do we do here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But can't like Yorian and Cavalier and get Yorian into play. Playing Shark Typhoon as an enchantment doesn't really do anything. I just don't think I have a way to like break through his ground forces to kill this Elspeth, so let's do that. I'm actually going to do this for right now because I want to be able to crack that before I play the Temple. Let's do this. Let's take a look and see what we've got for a moment here. I do want to hit Dream Trawler if possible. Got 2 of the deck still. Oh, right. Oh, and then I just hit decline. Don't make that mistake. I thought I had the view battlefield button up here. I did that. Let's do this. Yo, Chris O'Berry, what's going on, man? How you been, man? Not bad. Are you still doing the Escuela thing? This is Charming Prince Yorian jerk-off session is what this is. Which is fine. We've been kind of having our own fun tonight, so I'm letting this guy do his thing. Honestly, I probably should concede this match, though. Or this game, anyway. Oh, okay. Nice. Oh, yeah, get rid of your Yorian, buddy. See it, dude. You cannot sacrifice Doom Foretold when Yorian is in play. Oops. Our opponent should have left one of his dorks in play. Alright, we got a chance. Alright, so here, I think what I'm going to do is we're going to sacrifice one of the Cavaliers to go get, Tamio, or I think Dream Trawler is what we're going to do. Okay. Alright, so he has one more Yorian, at least. He probably has 3 in his deck, actually, now that I think about it. Resolve. It's fine. Because you have to sacrifice something other than Doom Foretold if it's available. Doom Foretold's trigger is kind of wacky. It basically says you have to sacrifice something other than Doom Foretold. If you can't, then you sacrifice Doom Foretold. So we sacrifice this, and I think the right call is to grab Dream Trawler here. Like, we could grab Hydroid Krasis, go up like 1 billion cards, but he's just going to eat it with the Glass Casket. So just getting this back seems like a better call to me. Yeah, and I know it because I've played the shit out of it. I don't care about Elspeth. But yeah, had I not played with the card as much as I have, I would have also probably made that mistake. Alright, no cards in hand, so all of his discard shit doesn't matter. Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess now that I think about it, yeah, you can discard, or you can sacrifice Doom Foretold to itself. Alright, whatever. Second Doom Foretold is good there. I guess it's yeah, you're right. It's been a while since I played with the card, so I was under the impression that you could not sacrifice Doom Foretold while you had something else in play, but you were 100% correct. Alright, so what do we do here? I don't want this because he's got so much discard bullshit. I think all I really want to do is just bring in... Honestly, I just want Wrath, because like I want to keep him from being able to execute that loop over and over and over and over and over, which is basically how he ground us out of that game. Dovin's Veto doesn't stop that. And we have so much other bullshit that we can do to catch up that, like, him getting to play, like, Elspeth Conquers Death or something is not that big of a deal. Yeah. So, like I said, I've played that card a lot, and even I fucking messed up the stupid trigger. It's a super wonky card. I'm not in love with this. It does have Omens, so we might be able to hit a ramp spell. Get this Cavalier on early, so we'll risk it. Right. I'm gonna keep it just because he might have like discard to make us bin our Cavalier or something. So. I kind of need to like quickly because we're low on time. I think I'm just gonna do this now. So he might, yeah, I'm gonna keep it like that. He might be incentivized to take that if he's got a handful of discard, and then he can nab these guys later. So I'd rather get that into play. And I am going to do this because I pretty much just want to cycle this migration path, or Ketria Triumph. Sure. No land? Okay. This out of here. Okay. Migration path. Get a green, and might as well just get multiple forts here, whatever. We might want to have a turn where we like throw Spiral plus Cavalier or something like that. Yeah. Great. Alright, take that. I think I'm going to want to end up cycling this Triome, not to mention I'm going to keep it in my hand to bin if we really need to. Why is this card... I've seen this card, like, in multiple matches tonight, and I don't understand. Like, I guess, yeah, it, like, eats Uro or whatever, but... hasn't seemed that good, to be honest. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll just make a 5/5. Just kill this Kaya, hopefully. Yeah, and like using Kaya is like kind of half the battle, right? That's like, I mean, it's okay. It's fine against like Cat Oven, but yeah, I'll give you not nothing out of 10. It's fine against Cat Oven if they don't have like Mayhem Devil as well, which doesn't seem to be the case these days since the companion change. Sure. This plus this is ridiculous. I do like that. Alright, well, at least we get to eat his stupid Kaya now. Surprise, motherfucker. We also get to get Uro into play, I think. Yeah. Yep. Fine, whatever. Play this stupid trial. Here's where we get Elspeth Conquered Death to punish us. I hope he just plays like Yorion here. Well, Yorion would be kind of a pain in the ass because of this. Yeah, alright. That's alright. It could be worse. I think what we're going to do is just slam Dream Trawler. We're going to get rid of this like chaff that we don't need. We've got plenty of things to tap out for. Yeah, it's pretty good. Is it better than 11 power of attackers, though? That draw me cards. Okay. Let's see if Dream Trawler can carry this game. Okay. But he eats our shark here. Sorry, we have another Typhoon. And a Hydra in Crisis. Alright, we're gonna make him choose between Kaya and Brian. Okay. Alright, so the call now is, do I 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can make a 6/6 or a 7/7 shark EOT. I think I like making a 7/7 shark, because then if he gains life with Kaya, I can play Growth Spiral next turn for the kill, or like tap out for a big crisis or something. So I am just going to do that, I think. We've got 2 cards we can throw away. Discard if we actually need to. Obviously, this Uro is going away. So now if he like taps out for a bunch of stupid shit, we can probably just kill him. Got it, man. Let's see, how big did I say? 7/7? I say 7, yeah. Yeah, take a Growth Spiral, dude. Have fun. Okay. I think he's just conceding this game unless he's got a way to make us tap this Dream Trawler. My supposition anyway. Yeah. Cool. I don't think I need to change anything. I still think this is a better stopgap than this. Like, with all that discard bullshit, we're never going to be able to keep counterspell when it matters, especially because he has duress. Like, most people aren't playing duress right now, so he's like super saturated on it. So I think just being able to rip shatter off the top and like destroy whatever he's got going on is like way more valuable. Alright, here comes the rubber game. We can have him miss on like agonizing remorse. His hand might be alright. That's a good pickup. That'll incentivize him to have to take one of the payoff cards, but this is like still kind of a payoff card. Okay. All payoff, baby. I guess we've got some ramp cards on top of it. Yep. Sure. We are going to take one turn to just explode some mana onto the table, and then we're going to start dropping the fucking hammer for the next few turns. Which of my payoff cards would you like to duress, sir? It's all right. It's not the absolute worst. I think I'm gonna lead Cavalier here. If he has Doom Foretold, I don't want him to be able to eat a Dream Trawler right away. Of course, if he doesn't have it, that's another thing entirely. But if he does, then we might be able to get something good off of our Cavalier. Yeah, I see we could get like a Teferi or something. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we just want straight gas from here. So back when I played Doom Foretold, Treacherous Blessing is a fine card to just play. Because like the life loss is pretty minimal. All right, so here we are going to slam Dream Trawler.
Across the dark lands surrounding Hargol and venture forth deep into the caves of Dark.
I'm gonna bin this Shark Typhoon because it's the least powerful card we have in our hand.
We'll never forget.
And over the course of the next 2 turns, I'm just going to Dream Trawler, Dream Trawler. I should have attacked first there rather than doing that, but that's alright. Yeah, I don't care. So here's the thing, he's like pinched on mana. Say he's going to attack because he has an Oath of Kaya. That isn't going to work out for him. Okay. I just grab Shark Typhoon here with the Cavalier when he goes to make me sacrifice it. It's hard to say, actually. It's gonna be a tough game now that he has like Doom Foretold rolling. I just have to sit back for a couple of turns, let it like go away. So that being the case, maybe I just get it to Fairy, bounce this Dream Trawler back to my hand. I think I like that. Alright, so we get Dream Trawler. If we had one more mana, we could like play Teferi, bounce Doom Foretold, and play Dream Trawler. But I think all I want to do here, I don't really want to expose this Uro to like Kaya, so I'm gonna hold off on doing anything with that. I think I am going to bounce my own Dream Trawler. Sacrifice it to Fairy, or like if he wants to attack it, and then we sacrifice it on the following turn or something. Play this Triumph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's just play. We kind of need to get a little bit more mana into play. We're starting to like get to parity, which is not exactly where we want to be. This is like perfect. Why would he send both? I'll take it. Alright, whiff. So he's probably got another Doom Foretold, would be my guess. 6. You can have this Hallowed Fountain, dude, I don't care. Especially now that he just cast another Treacherous Blessing. He's pretty likely to find one. So let's just do this. So next turn he could play Yorion, but I don't know why I would care about that. Whatever. I didn't come here to not play Dream Trawler. Yeah, it ended up working out pretty well for me. Maybe he was worried about something. I mean, I don't know what the hell he would be worried about right there. I can't Ether Gust any of his creatures. Like I said, nobody's playing Unsummon or any garbage like that, so. Alright. Like I said, it was pretty likely for him to have another one. That's fair. If he just sends the Fen Lurker, then I can just, like, block it with Typhoon or something like that. Problem is we can't really play anything here, and I don't really want to put Orient in my hand. I mean, it's not really doing anything. Might as well, whatever. I just want to get this Doom Foretold off the table before we start throwing a bunch of shit into play. Take 8 here. Take 11 down to 8. Alright. So the problem now is that if we draw Shatter the Sky, we can't interrupt this because like all of his shit will be gone. This doesn't stop the Fenlurker from making us exile cards, which feels bad. Honestly, I don't know that we have any recourse here. We possibly do here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana potential. I could Yorion plus Uro. Just so I have 2 things in play. But what is he getting back? He's getting back Fenlurker, Foretold, Charming Prince, Oath of Kaya. Yeah, I don't think there's any way we're gonna beat that. I'm just not even gonna waste the time. Alright, well, good match. That was, like, super fucking grindy, and being the second time I've seen this deck, I do think this is probably, like, a deck that I just am not aware of. Certainly possible. I mean, I'm not, like, a know-it-all when it comes to this format. Okay, I'm going to take one more quick break, take a leak, and then we will finish off with one, perhaps 2 more matches, depending on how fast it goes. So I'll be right back. Alright, back again. Alright, so we'll see if we play against any more of that kind of stuff. I kind of thought maybe I'd want to get some Elspeth Conquers Death in there somewhere, but meh. I don't want to be back and forth swapping a bunch of crap while we're just trying this out for the first time either. Want to give us some, you know, reasonable chance to win games. More or less constructed as I made it. Try it out. This is not a fantastic hand, but it might get us there. Certainly not with third Dream Trawlers. Not exactly what we're looking for. Alright, so what is this? Reclamation. Opt. Yep, this is reclamation, alright.
So, the Order of the White Dragon.
Mystical Dispute? Ether Gust?
The
Ether
heroes
Gust.
of Little Lands.
I will take it.
He and Princess Lothan from the kingdom.
Alright, so
of
this is
Ancient
similar to what I was talking about with the
Together
Risen
with
Reef
time,
thing. So before we play Temple of Plenty, I'm going to go ahead and Growth Spiral because we know we're going to get a land into play off of it. And I value the Scry plus the extra card rather than like drawing, like scrying and drawing a card we kind of like, because this will let us see further with this particular sequence, so we're going to do that. Alright. So in that case, it kind of didn't matter, but I think you have more upside doing it that way than the other way around. More often, anyway.
World of Darkunor.
Yep.
Finally, the time had come to find
So I think I'm just going to jam Teferi here. If he has
Black Book,
Dispute, then he has Dispute, so whatever.
that containing the worst of all the known prophecies.
Then that means he has less disputes for these. Oh, he has Intervention. Okay. That's fine, too. Okay. Is, like... Oh, shit. Should have played Fabled Passage. Being a big dumb. That was our turn to get Dream Trawler into play, more likely. I kind of just assumed we had another white source other than this Temple of Plenty, but that was me being stupid. Oh well.
Naira, Oriel, Tarna. Majestic winds of
Okay,
the
that's good.
Northlands.
To me, that means he doesn't have anything, especially because he's shoving both on the bottom. So he's likely to do it again, at least once.
Snow. Rage on with all your fury. Naira, Tarna, Oriel Nirnan.
The great Christopher Lee has collaborated with these guys on a few occasions. Pretty fucking sweet. This deck doesn't have that many counter spells in game 1. Has more Ether Gust than anything, but he has like Thassa's and probably Mystical Disputes. Not this game. So our goal is to try and kill him before he can like back-to-back double explosion us. Two bottom is good. Blast zone, huh? What are you doing? Is he gonna like... This isn't gonna work out as well as he hoped. He's like gonna well, alright. He like misclicked. What I assume he's going to do is charge it up, blow it up, and then I was just gonna play another Dream Trawler and like LOL all the way to the bank. Let's see. I don't think I need Tameo here, I just want a couple extra counter spells. Stop all the dumb bullshit. So he's gonna have Shark Typhoon and Explosion. Those are like his main ways to win. He's got some amount of Uros. He might have Brazen Borrower. So like I don't want Ether Gust, right? Ether Gust only stops like some of this stuff and only temporarily. This it can at least Dovin's Veto and Negate can at least stop the explosions and fight counterspell battles and counter like Wilderness Reclamation, things of that nature. If he goes to like use Petty Theft off of Brazen Borrower, then we can counter it there. So yeah, I think just having a couple cheap ways to fight over all of his like biggest linchpins of the deck is more important than anything else. He can opt and Growth Spiral and do all that other bullshit all he wants. So this hand is like phenomenal. This is exactly what I'm looking for. The Fairy really helps mitigate the danger of explosion as well, so he doesn't get to utilize all the extra mana from Reclamation. So he may, since it's a post-board game, he might be incentivized to like counter our Growth Spiral, which would be excellent for us if we can get Teferi down. We're going to keep a second one, just because I think it's super important. Oh, he mulliganed to 5? Holy shit. He's on the mulligan, I don't care about that. So now if he doesn't play something impactful, we get to Growth Spiral. It's fucking sweet. Is he gonna cash in like an explosion here? That'd be kinda cool. Expansion, sure. To me, that kind of means he doesn't like have anything going on. So I'm just gonna try and get this Teferi down. It's pretty unlikely that he's going to have anything of value. But I think I still want to just tick this up. I'd rather, like, if he plays Reclamation like this, I'd rather make him pick it up and then be able to counter it with Dovin's Veto next turn. Alright, so here I'm actually going to use Fabled Passage because I want to be able to set up for Cavalier like as an option for next turn if it really comes down to that. And so we're likely going to counter that thing. So I think what I want to do here is just get this Yorion into our hand. Just to be mana efficient. Pick it up! Alright, give me my Yorion. Pick it up, 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 pick it up. Actually, do I even care about countering this Wilderness Reclamation? I don't think I do, honestly. Because, like, Teferi shuts off... Well, there is that, I guess. Yeah, okay. Anything, so... I guess both of these are alright. This is, technically right now, they're known as Rhapsody, but the, or Rhapsody of Fire, but the band at the time was just Rhapsody. Alright, so next turn we can get Cavalier into play. Or not. Whatever, I think having Dream Trawler is way better than Cavalier. Yeah, I don't care. Especially because now he doesn't get a fucking... he doesn't get a 3-3, so he's like... Fuck! Nice reclamation, bruh. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Hey, you know that thing you just beat? Here, we'll give you some. That's my first bonus. It's hilarious. I'm your Turbo Dream Trawler. I've seen that happen. I was watching, I can't remember what the gal's name was, some gal stream a few weeks back, and she was playing against somebody who had the fucking Mystic Snake elf thing, Grilled Mystic, and after that match she ended up, one of the cards she got from it was Grilled Mystic. So, not the first time I've seen that. Got this deck again. God damn, dude. People are loving this. Apparently so, yeah. Anti-Magic, back in action on MTG Arena. Alright. Burglar Rat is fine. I think... I think I'm ditching this because we're set up for turn 4 Dream Trawler. Or, not turn 4, turn 5 Dream Trawler. At worst. It's fine. Pain. Alright, so I want a green, and anything else doesn't matter. I guess we'll take an island. Okay. Somehow I don't think Risen Reef's gonna matter. Great. I'm really glad I got rid of that Risen Reef now. That's because it tapped both islands on my first fucking Omen of the Sea. Stupid auto tapper. Alright, well. So we just find another payoff card. Can't stop the top of the library. I'm going to play one land because he hasn't shown me that he's going to do anything with like Yorion, so we can wait one more turn. Okay, great. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm not gonna put Yorion into my hand quite yet. Just get out of here with that shit. Now we can get our Dream Trawler into play free, or harassment free, we'll say, because this Doom Foretold's going away. Don't have another Doom Foretold, please. Well, they don't have any cards in hand, so I can't give it Hexproof. Alright, so those go away. That. I'm going to modify my plans from the previous match and give us a couple more payoff cards, because the Shatter's like, if our opponent plays smart, then the Shatter isn't going to do anything, because he'll have the Charming Prince Yorion thing going, so either he's going to have Yorion in play, like he's always going to have Yorion in play as the only creature on our turn, so unless we have to fairy roll it, we won't be able to get everything. Yep, keep this one. That. He has no black mana? That's interesting. Is he searching for black mana? Is that what's going on here? That's kind of what it smells like. Sure. Alright. Take action. If we get slam Dream Trawler next turn, we can just lock this game up. Okay. Untap land, untap land, untap land. Yes. All right. We have plenty of fodder for that stupid thing. So I think... what am I gonna do? I think I just want to... I think we just have to kill Kaya, which kind of sucks, but oh well.
Now is the time to face the underworld of Dark Kuno. Perhaps...
okay, cool. Double Risk Reef is good here.
Alive.
I actually want a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess that's fine, because the next turn we can play Hydroid Crassus for a shitload. I want to guarantee that we hit a land, too. I'm going to push that one, though. Alright. I will take that. Yeah. That Plains was clutch. Nice. It's alright with me. See you, Risen Reef. Nice. That's not what I meant to do. I see my graveyard, so I don't have anything. I guess I can Tameo, get back, Risen Reef, play Risen Reef. That way I have a couple, like, extra permanents in play. I can potentially ramp. Yeah, let's just do that. This will also protect us from, like, Burglar Rat or any of that other stupid bullshit. Other than Yarok's Fenlurker, I guess. Or Agonizing Remorse. Yes. And it's a fairy? Alright.
Necron's dark pages proclaimed the worst of all the known prophecies. Arian's book.
Got it.
The only possible way to stop it had to be found. The hour had come to answer the angel's last.
So what do we do here? I think we just... we Cavalier and then 3, 4, 5. I think getting Omen into play is actually pretty good because it'll give us like a thing to throw away. So do we just play... we go Omen, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I go Omen with Crassus, I can put a 6/6 Crassus into play. So let's do that. That way we basically have lethal through a couple of different means. I'm going to take it to Fairy because we might have to like double to Fairy or something weird like that. Discard a land and discard Ghost Spiral. Elspeth Conquers Death has to go away. Alright, so all we need is a Turbo Dream Trawler and we can beat this deck. Yep, this looks fine to me. We just have to sort of draw the right cards at the right time. That's the one caveat for this matchup, I think. How do we feel about this hand? On the draw? I think this is okay on the draw. It's not fan-fucking-tastic or anything. Bong Mitzvah. Yeah, that's pretty funny. That kind of reminds me, did you see that meme that was going around? Oh, Rotting Regisaur? Holy shit. That was like a news broadcast where they confused Molotov with Mazeltov. The guys are throwing Mazeltov cocktails. Alright, well, I think we just have to bounce this stupid Regisaur, let him eat our Teferi, try and dig for lands. That is not a land. Yeah. And then there's like a cartoonish graphic of like a Hasidic Jewish guy going, Mazel Tov! With like a Molotov in his hand. Pretty freaking hilarious. Alright, so do we Risen Reef here? I think at this instance, this is like, I did it last game once, but I think this is one instance where I actually do want to try and Risen a Reef into a land. Specifically, a green source would be preferable. But I don't think we can be beggars at this point. Okay, green source, that'll work. So now we're going to take our lumps from Rotting Regisaur. We're going to play a Cavalier next turn and hope we can double block on this Regisaur. You know, I actually still have all that shit. It's in my dresser drawer. Wow, he's going to mortify that. Okay. We'll see if we can find one of those Shatter the Skies. Let's see, so we're gonna go to, oh, we're actually dead this turn. Alright, yeah, fair enough. Yeah. I just noticed that he had 3 mana up from that. Yeah, dude, what is this fucking Orzhov deck? Just been, like, running into it all night. Alright, so, let's see. Just kind of looking real fast. If it is a known deck, then it's something that I'm not aware of, and don't see any posts about it. All right, let's squeeze one more in. I'm having fun. Let's play against something other than this Yorion Orzhov deck. Says the guy playing a Simic ramp deck in a format that's been dominated by Simic ramp. I guess I can't really complain. 7 lands. No. Isn't great either, but we can keep it. Let's get this out of here. Try to dig up something with these temples. Alright, well there's no Yorion, so that's step 1. I will take that. This deck will greatly appreciate having Cultivate over Migration Path, I'll tell you that much. Alright, well no Yorion, but... Okay, so this is like more of a creature deck. I can roll with that. Unsurprised. Wish that were Growth Spiral, but we'll take both of these then. Let's see, actually, alright, well we have Migration Paths, we don't need to worry about having 6th land. Alright, so Priest of the Forgotten God is actually one of the cards that you can use to get around Dream Trawler. We need to keep that in mind. probably want to find some combination of other creatures to get into play first, or like Teferi to bounce this, and then get Dream Trawler into play. Unless he's going to do stuff like that. I think that's a little greedy. Oh, well, I guess if he has Call of the Death Dweller, that makes sense. Alright, that's perfect. That's actually, like, almost exactly what I was looking for. So now he's, like, incentivized to try and pull the same kind of shenanigans again. And we have an Uro. Nice. Let's see. So now if he doesn't kill Cavalier of Thorns, we're just going to slam Dream Trawler. I guess we could do like Uro to Fairy first, like bounce this Priest, get Uro into play. That being the case, I probably should have kept that land. That was a mistake. Well, now he has 2 priests, so it doesn't matter. Okay. So Cavalier is going to be the 5th card for us to get Uro into play. The part of me kind of doesn't want to exile it at the moment. Although we can do something like Risen Reef plus Teferi next turn. He's stuck on mana. Yeah, we can... I think we can wait on Uro. Well, actually we're at 3. Fuck. I guess I have to target something. So if we go Uro, hit an untapped land, then we get to Fairy to bounce. Cruel Celebrant, I guess. Or I guess we have to bounce Priest if that happens. It's gonna be a tight match, I think. I mean, he's on 2 fucking lands, and he's got us, like, down to 3? What the fuck? Alright, so what happens next turn? So we play... do Temple Garden to 4, bounce Priest of the Forgotten Gods, or attempt to do it anyway. I guess we can bounce Cruel Celebrant, and he likely can't activate Priest. And then next turn we can, like, play Crassus for 6. If we bounce Cruel Celebrant, that takes his entire turn. So I'm just going to do this. So we can at least block Priest if, like, nothing else is going on. You might as well sack it to the oven here. Get a food, deny me a card. Yeah. It's fine. See if he has Call of the Death Dweller here, we also lose our... Then he has to sacrifice both of his other creatures again, and that's 2 Call of the Death Dweller down. If he can't kill this, then I think we're in really good shape. We just like smack into him, play Hydrant Graces, gain 6 life next turn. Okay, so there's that. That just kills us, doesn't it? Are they slow rolling us? What a scum lord who just slow rolled the shit out of us. Alright, dude, whatever. Alright, Dovin's Veto, you can get out of here. Bring us Tolson here. Call it a day. Well, at least this one's gonna be fast one way or the other. Alright, let's be on the play with a good hand. How about that? Is that a thing that our deck can manage to do? Not great. But whatever, I'll keep it, I guess. I don't think he's gonna have like duress or anything like that. Yeah, exactly. Like I don't think I need to worry about getting Grafdigger's Cage into play on turn 1. So I'm going to hold off for the moment. And in fact, I think I'm going to Growth Spiral this turn first before Cage. That way we can get Cage and Teferi down and, like, you know, bounce something or whatever. Dreadhorde Butcher. Wait, he didn't have any red mana in the last game. What the hell is going on here? He just, like, got away with that game with not having the 3rd color of mana. What a bunch of garbage. Alright, so I don't mind Teferi going into the bin. Because that's just going to be another card for Uro to munch on. But do we bounce Butcher or Gutter Bones? Because if he bounce Butcher, he just replays it and kills Teferi and gets us for 2. Bounce Gutter Bones, then he has more mana to work with next turn. He's only got 4 cards in hand. Does that play, the bouncing Gutter Bones play saves us 2 life. Or saves us 1 life, rather. Let's, I think I'm gonna go with the... I think I just have to bounce Dreadhorde Butcher, tie up his mana, keep it from getting, like, too big. Next turn we can Uro plus Omen. I don't really need to play this Grafdigger's Cage right now. Yeah, exactly. Kappa. Duress. Alright, so he does have Duress, whatever. That is a card. Let's leave white mana open, huh? How about that deck? Tamiyo is not bad. Because it lets us, like, buy back our Dream Crawler should something stupid happen to it. So what's gonna happen? We're gonna Uro this turn. With Fabled Passage. Alright, whatever. Show them the island that we have. No reason to do anything else right now. So next turn, we can crack Omen of the Sea, get Uro into play. Or we can just, like, slam Dream Trawler, I guess. I guess slamming Dream Trawler probably works better. I want to get that going as soon as I can before Priest of the Forgotten God shows up. He also can't claim the Firstborn on Dream the Trawler. What does our opponent have in store for us? How does he get around this Dream Trawler? So next turn we can sacrifice Omen, play Uro, if we don't have a better turn. I think I just block this Red Horde Butcher and, like, when he goes to shoot the Dream Trawler, just pitch Risen Reef to it. Care about that card. Alright, so we attack here, get our Crad. Tell this Omen to go fuck itself. Don't need any of that trash. This into play. Grafstigger's Cage may not be necessary. I'm gonna hold this Plains just to be able to pitch it to Dream Trawler if we need to. Claim the Firstborn. Okay. Like I mentioned, got 11 damage here. He has an oven that'll be kind of annoying, but whatever. Get our Uro back and we can recoup some of that life loss. This is 11 damage coming at him. Lanes, sure. I think this turn we just pull Samir. Let's see, so we have 4 mana up. Pull Samir plus Temple, put Yorion into my hand, I guess is probably the best sequence. Or you can just concede, that works too. Okay. Maybe we need Shatter the Sky. Shatter might be better than Tameo, I suppose. probably better than Shark Typhoon. Yeah, Shark Typhoon is unfortunately not very good against beatdown decks. I'll keep one in there, but these are like our only ways to mitigate anything on his side of the board, so I think I need to keep both of those. And even though Grafdigger's Cage didn't do anything that game, it'll be a nice, like, stopgap if we get into a position where he's starting to, like, throw the cat in the oven over and over and over and over and over, and we need to, like, buy a couple of turns free from that. Cannot keep that. Where's all of our blue mana? He's on the mulligan as well. I don't like it, but we have Grafdigger's Cage, which is a card we sideboarded in, and we have a couple things we can play if we draw a blue mana source in the first, like, 3 cards. Alright, well, goodbye, Grafdigger's Cage. Maybe. Alright, there we go. I don't care that he knows we drew that. I just don't want to take any damage if we can help it. Alright, so we get to Omen of the Sea. Next turn, we will bounce Dreadhorde Butcher. And hopefully we can get this Tulsamir down before he's able to grow it back to a 3/3. Or, yeah, let's just play that. Alright, so he's going to take Teferi, that's fine. Keep Shatter because he doesn't know about it. Doesn't have a way to duress it off the top. So all right, so hopefully he does not draw a way to get the Shatter out of our hand. I would love it if he committed something else to the board this turn. He might not think that we're a Shatter the Sky deck. Anything else. Alright, I will take it. We're gonna go to 10, he's gonna get a couple scries, then we're gonna go Tulsamir, Dream Trawler, most likely. Alright, that is not a threat, presumably. So if he has anything into his bin, he might be able to escape this. Oh, he needs a land too. Yeah, that ain't happening. Yeah, that's true. Maybe he felt looking for a random card was more important than getting like a random or a specific card, other than drawing a random one was a better use of his resources. I could certainly believe that. Alright, so this thing becomes a 4-powered dork. I still think I'm just going to Tulsamir here because we get to keep both of our creatures around this way. We're going to go to 5, gain 3 up to 8, which is not a big deal. Or I guess it works the other way around. Alright, that's fine. If he wants to escape here, then we'll just Shatter the Sky again. And then that should lock it up. Yeah, I'm good about that. power set up to Dream Trawler, provided he does not make us discard it. I want... Alright. Okay. Okay. Just oven. Alright. Alright, so he's got one draw to find. The problem is we can't get Yorion into play this turn, so he's got one draw to find a creature. If he finds a creature, okay. If he doesn't find a creature, I think we win. And even if he finds a creature, then we just spend the turn putting Yorion into our hand and set up for that. Alright, so we found a creature. That's fair. Trawler off the top. We have a lot of payoff cards we can rip right here. We have all of our mana to cast Cavalier if we need it. Or if we draw it, rather. We certainly need it. We need something. Land is also a good draw. Untapped land is a good draw because that'll let us Yorion. Alright, Cage is alright here, I guess. It's Cage and Yorion. At least that prevents Call of the Death Dweller from doing anything. Life total is pretty precarious, though. Concerned about that. He also can't escape Woe Strider with this in play, which is nice. He's getting pretty close to being able to do that. Does he have, like, Empress Shield Breaker or something? Be kind of a sick call. Alright, you got him in. It's not a thing he can claim the Firstborn. Might have like active treason or sure. I don't even care about that. Alright, come on, deck. Give me something. Dream Trawler, it is. Unfortunately, now we're in the same position where he could just draw like 2 creatures. Sure. He could draw 2 creatures and just like shut our, or another creature and draw, shut our Dream Trawler out, which is annoying. Let's see, we burn through 2 shatters. Why is he shocking right now? Oh, he's trying to find a creature, okay. Oh fuck, now we can play Murderous Rider. Get our Dream Trawler out of here. It's actually going to kill us as well. Alright. So we need to find Tulsamir. Or Wrath. That ain't it. Alright, well, we ended up losing this match, but meh. Yeah, and rest does not hit creatures. We'll let him go through the motions.
sky is cool.
Our draw was pretty medium. I mean, this is the kind of deck that we have a hard time beating to begin with, so it's whatever. Not too worried about it. I think for a brew that I put together at about 3 a.m. last night, I'm okay with I'm okay with our results here.
So the prayer of our mother Gaia, the supreme spirit who gave us the miracle of life, and her dark
Plain White
sun,
Celebration. I liked playing that when Fires of
new
Invention
life.
was in the map.
The power of the dragon flame was realizing what had seemed to be impossible.
Okay, well, Song of Creation. Yeah, those hands that we had just weren't fast enough to be able to get on the table versus what he was doing. Aside from our game 2 hand, that was like exactly what we needed. And it's possible that this strategy might be better without the Yorion and a smaller deck size, so that we're more consistently going like 2-4 into Dream Trawler. That's certainly a possibility. I guess we can pull it up. There. I guess that pulls it up. Yeah, so like, I mean, Yorion kind of felt like it wasn't doing anything in this deck. It was alright when we got to like bounce a couple Risen Reefs and an Omen of the Sea or something. But for the most part, it felt like pretty stupid. So I could certainly see an argument for cutting that, cutting down like Dovin's Veto was pretty stupid all night too, but just because of what we played against that Orzhov Yorion deck like 3 times, and that is not a deck where Veto is gonna do anything. Doesn't do anything in the matchup we just played, doesn't do anything against the mono green deck we played in round 1. So I could see like cutting that, trimming some lands, cutting like Tameo, maybe Shark Typhoon. Right, just trying to think of if we had to cut 20 cards, what we would do. We have what, 38 lands in this deck? Yeah, so we'd have to cut like 11. 11 lands plus the Vetoes, Tameos, and Shark Typhoons is 20 exactly. And then we could just be a ramp deck that has a Risen Reef, Cavalier of Thorns package alongside Growth Spiral Uro, Migration Path into Dream Trawler, and Hydroid Krasis. I mean, honestly, I don't think I'm playing this deck again because the format's about to have a new set come in and things are going to get turned on their head.
What is happening?
But yeah, it was kind of a fun little thought experiment. I just wanted to see with what consistency we could get Dream Trawler into play and how effective it would be. And for the most part, it was pretty good. Getting paired against a bunch of Doom Fortolds and Priest of the Forgotten Gods seems like a little random to me and unfortunate that that's like the perfect counter for the strategy we were trying tonight, but you know, it happens. It's whatever. Alright, well, anyway, you enjoyed that content. There will be more to come for sure. Maybe involving Dream Trawler, maybe not. I've got a few ideas brewing for things I want to try with Core Set 21, so next week we'll have some fun. I've got all my stuff ready to go. I'm going to probably buy another 20,000 gems at least. Get fully equipped with Core 21. But until then, I will be back tomorrow and Sunday. We're going to have a couple of different streams going on. I've got Mega Mario World that I want to finish. So that'll be happening tomorrow. We'll play something modern as well. Whether that be stuff I've been playing or more Renegade. I might do Renegade early in the afternoon when the servers are populated. Since it's like a Euro server. So I might do that first, and then we can play Mega Mario World in the evening.
Proud brothers, everything is possible.
I just downloaded Planet Side 2 again last night, so we might play some of that on like Sunday. But we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated as I
It's the dragon flame.
come online and all that sort of stuff. So if you're not following me there, Twitter is @canman87gaming. My YouTube is youtube.com/canman87. I'll post this stream up under the Magic Arena playlist. This was pretty fun, even if we didn't win every single game. And last thing we'll do, we'll go see about getting this mastery thing. I think this gets us our Ruinous. Yes. Cool. There it is, Ruinous Ultimatum. Alright, but until tomorrow, I will see you guys around. Again, follow my Twitter if you want to know exactly when I'm coming online. That's the best way to do it. And until then, I hope everyone enjoyed the stream. Hope everyone's had a good week thus far, and that you all have a great weekend meeting tomorrow and Sunday. If I don't see you until next week sometime. Alright guys, I'm out of here. Have a good rest of your night.